Danse, good morning, many blessings. I hope everyone is well. Okay. And let's close this. Danse, many blessings. Welcome to my community. Just wait for a couple more people. And welcome, welcome. Tell me where you're from. We'll wait for everyone to show up, and let's see if who comes and join us. And we'll see how things go. I want to talk about the Wendigo again because I understand people are not quite understanding. So I want to go ahead and speak of this. And hopefully, everyone will understand what indigenous natives say about them. And I'll give out some of the Minnesota. Yes. What part of Minnesota? I know Bagley, Rice Lake, and I lived there in Bagley. So my son and I used to go ice fishing there in this lake that is right behind the hospital in Bagley, Minnesota. And yearly, I have a relative that lived there too. So, and I'm going to be speaking of the Wendigo because yes, there is Wendigos there in Minnesota in the woods. Everybody not understanding what they are, and they asked me, so I made many videos so others can understand. And Danse, Marcy, how are you, my sweet girl? Oh no. I will pray for you and help you get speedy recovery.
You got me slowing down today. I don't know.
Sorry. Everyone knows I do get a few people that are new, been coming new. Let me introduce myself. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw, and this is my channel. It helps me and my community, my relatives, so we can share some of our stories or help with the Satangas, which are Bigfoots. And we have different ways of calling Bigfoots. Many different relatives and different tribes, they have different names for them. So, and I talk about them to the viewers, and we talk about protection medicine bags that I make, and not just a shaman is not the only one. Things have changed; they're not like the old days. So, just 1 second, please. Okay, there we go. And my husband was talking. Tansei, Tansei, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello from Norway. Here we call them trolls. Oh, the Bigfoots? Um, and maybe like I said, I have many families all over the world. I know that they are different names. So you guys call them trolls. We call trolls different. Well, much blessings. I hope they're not too wild in your area because they can be um, very tall and very scary. Many of them have spoke to me about what they are, who they are. So again, I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw, and this is my channel to help others understand what is a Wingalo, what is a Satanga, which is Bigfoot, and what is a Dogman do. Now, these are the creatures that people call cryptid. And Danse Roger, how are you? See, that's what I was just saying. They're the smaller type creatures. And usually they say the trolls are the village people, which are maybe no taller than from Mother Earth to the knee. I didn't hear about that in Norway. Maybe I should call my relative out there and ask her, because in our Zoom meetings that we have, I've never heard. She's always said the trolls are, they're village people. And they're called village people. If you want to call them small trolls or small people, but we call them the village people because they're very small. They only come up to your knee. Some are a little smaller, but I would have to get used to that. Now, the satangas are very large. Their babies will become, they are more like fairies. Okay, fairies are, fairies are very small. There's no big ones at all. If people want to say, oh, they're big ones, and then they're coming from somewhere else. But I will tell you this, fairies are small. They get confused with the moths or the mosquitoes. I have been around a fairy, and I do know what they look like. And also, I've been around a Wingalo, a Dogman, a Satanga. So I'm up in my age. I bet you I'm older than all of you here. So, I do have some sons that I had sponsored that are very much into the Satangas. And they also understand the Dogman, and they are getting familiar with the Wingalo. So now, when you are out in the forest or the woods and you notice that there is a lot of activity, then say, Nicole, thank you for coming, sweetheart. Your bag is getting there. Now, when many of them have come out and people are just starting to notice them, and that is because they have been out. It's just the human people have just starting to notice them these past 20 or 40 years. But many don't understand that the Satangas don't get aggressive. They do give trust, but you have to earn that trust, and it takes years. I have 3 clans. I have it in Blackfoot Mountain, where I'm from, the res out there. It's called Blackfeet Reservation. In Canada, out by Turtle Lake, and also the borderline of California and Nevada. So I do communicate with my clans here. In fact, I just came back from there, trying to do my best. I grew up, let me click you so that way people can see what you're saying. I grew up on a farm in a forest. It was great time, and great grandmother taught me some cool stuff. Minisnach is grandmother. They do teach the young grandchildren and her children to speak of many creatures and animals, but some have kept their tongue on hold and not speak up because they're not sure who they are. But in this, when you're growing up in that farm area, which I do understand what you're saying, it is also too that try to communicate with them, in which I have. And as I'm hunting for deer for our family, you have to understand sometimes when you go out there, you need to know who and what is in your area and why. Is it gonna harm anyone? Is it going to take us, or is it going to take the farm animals? Once in a while, yes, the Satangas will take a chicken and they share amongst themselves, but they really don't eat meat. They eat fish and stuff, protein. So I believe that when a Satanga is getting a chicken or something, it is powerful. Oh, I have someone that wants to come in.
Hello.
Blessings, Danse.
Blessings
Welcome.
to you.
How are you?
Good. How are you, hon?
I'm getting stronger and stronger.
Good.
Yes.
One day at a time.
Yes, one day at a time. That is what we do. Yes.
I wanted to thank you so much for helping me with the stuff you've helped me with so far.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. I enjoy teaching others what it is. Someone other channels, they won't give you the information because that's their information. But
Yes.
when someone is trying to communicate with another person to get it, am I seeing things, or is this actually what I saw?
Yeah, pareidolia.
So when you bring it upon another person to review it, sometimes they're like, oh, it's okay, it, maybe it could be. But if you can feel that it is, or there is something around you, then they're allowing you to have some vision of them.
Yeah.
But like I told many people, they do rake their prints because they don't want others to know where they lead to.
When I first went back there, because it had been like 10 years, my son says, Mom, that's not what I said. I'm taking a picture anyway. And I thought, maybe it is, maybe it isn't,
Yes. When you do try, you tell them, forgive me, but I am taking a picture of Mother Nature. And Mother Earth will show you many things. As long as you're saying it, you can say it in your mind or you can say it out loud. And if a
Yeah.
Satanga or a Dogman is around, they might show. It could be like I was telling you guys yesterday, half an eye. Or you could see the whole face in the tree.
Yeah.
Or if you're videoing and once in a while, have the camera facing you, because if you're wearing sunglasses, you can actually see their outline.
Yeah, right now, when we go, I fully don't understand the cloaking part, how to recognize the cloaking.
It looks like, do you know what a jellyfish looks like?
Yeah.
In the water, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's pretty much like that, but a little more where you can't see. It's like okay, another word where, see how this is like this, my background?
Uh-huh.
You can't really see. See how my arm is? Oh, the other arm, this one.
Yeah.
It gets like that.
Okay.
That's how it is in the trees. Now, a satanga can hold up on top of the tree very high, and they use the branches and connect them so they can't see. We humans can't see them. They can still be cloaked too. But when they drop down, they're like half cloaking into a full form.
Okay.
And that's when you'll hear a big stomp.
I have my son listening to you too, so he knows. Because the one day we went, the tree fell, and I grabbed my son by the t-shirt and said, "Come on," because maybe we made it mad and we got too close, because this whole big tree went crashing.
They do. If you're close, they will let you know by bringing down a tree or a branch. Or what they'll do is they'll if they throw a stick, and it will be a long one, not just a short one. They're long, and there'll be a little, maybe like a quarter inch thick, and they'll throw it. Tell you you're too far, or you'll hear a grunt.
Oh, see, we haven't that yet. The first ones I showed you, the young dog man, that first photo, my son heard up on the top of the valley. He heard like a dog type, but kind of like a and he's like, "Mom, wait a minute," because my hearing isn't the greatest. And he said, "Wait a minute." And I said, "What?" He said, "It sounded kind of like a dog, but not a dog." And then that's when I noticed, when I came home and went back through the photos, that first youth dog man was there.
Okay. So were you close to this place? Do you live close to it, or?
I'm like, what is it, like 20 minutes, babe? From where? From Hogback. About 20 minutes.
Okay. Now, do you really, if you're like in the city, it's very seldom that they do it. If they do, it's usually at late when everybody's asleep, between 1 and 5, 12 and 5. They will come and they will observe your area. That is a satanga and a dogman. Now, but if you keep going to the same place, which you're learning and you're trying to understand what, on Mother Earth, because that is their home. Mother Earth gave them that home. If they are, it can be either a juvenile or it could be a female that is observing. So since you have brought your son, then it's showing them that you're dominant and you're bringing your child.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what age it is. You're going through and explaining who they are.
Okay.
So they're going to automatically pick it up in your mind, because if you've gone there many times, they know your scent already.
Yeah, because we've been there 3 times, but something, we hadn't went in a few weeks, and something kept drawing me back. And then this last time is when I told you, when we went to leave, we walked away from the area we usually go, where they left the rock tower, and where we felt like something was there. And like, almost like, you'll understand it, like that would be our Patterson area. Like the video, back from the 1960s, and that
Right.
we feel like that's going to be our area. If we see it at some point, that'll be where it's at. So when I went to leave and go up the hill to the parking lot, I got real nauseous and dizzy. And I said to my son, that's odd, because I said, I feel sick to my stomach and dizzy. I got to
So
sit down.
there's one of them trying to zap you. That's what it is.
Okay.
From what I'm picking up from you is that there's a clan of 7 there.
Okay.
There is a juvenile there. I do see your son like pointing over by the tree by the rocks were.
Okay.
So, and he turns and he points, and then you're like listening. So I believe that is where mainly the entrance is.
Okay.
Things don't get started there. It gets when you walk in more.
Yeah.
But when you do enter any woods or any forest, you always want to say, good morning, greetings, Mother Earth, and Satangas, Dogman, all creatures. I only come here to visit and just to investigate. That is
That's
it.
what I told my son. We can't go in yet because Ramona said we're supposed to do this.
Do
And I
this, yes.
say, and my son has always had this thing where he likes to go up to the tree and put his hand on it.
When he touches a tree, it gives him energy, so he's understanding what is there. That is fine, and I tell everyone, touch the tree. Let the tree know that you are calm and you're not there to harm them. Touch that tree, and the tree will feel your energy and you will feel the tree's energy. This is what the Satangas always say to the tree, we can live with you. So Satangas and the trees, they're together, like.
Because I get a little nervous when I go there because, like I said to you, I have that little gift, and I don't know if they can sense that when they, and I don't like the gift because it scares me sometimes, but then I know I have it for a reason. And I think that stems from my great-grandfather that I sent you the photo of.
Your great-grandfather is around. Is not as much, but he is around. When you do go out, I do see 3. So 3, and he is in front of you.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm a lot like him. I feel like I'm not like a lot of the ones in my family, but I feel drawn to him.
Okay. When you do go, do you put down tobacco or you just walk in?
No, we put down tobacco sometimes, and then we have 2 of the same spots that we leave a gift. And I've left them peaches and candy bars and brownies and, on the 2 spots. Because I remember you saying, or maybe it was Jack, that when you leave a gift, leave it in the same exact spots every time. You
have to leave it in the same spot every time. If you're gifting twice in there, you have to be careful because that's mean you don't want to overfeed them either because it's a gift. But it's very important that you do gift only in one spot.
Okay.
Danse, son, how are you? Oh, my son is on here. So when you go in, And I know you don't have your protection bags,
Yeah.
but I have been praying for you so that way, there's no harm. But it is important for you to have a protection bag.
Okay.
It would help you protect you from not just the aggressive, but other ones that come and go.
Yeah,
So
because I told my son, why is it we're attracting the dogmen instead of the other, every time we go.
you got to remember too, it's like you're coming into their home territory, and they will send them to see who you are and what you are about. They start to sniff you. You'd be surprised they go right by you quick.
Yeah.
But
But the thing I didn't understand, Ramona, is where we started getting this stuff, like the paw print and the first Dogman and like the rock tower. You don't even really have to go that far from the parking lot into down in the valley by the water, where like they don't get a lot of people, but some people take their kids there, and that's where real close right there is to where all the stuff is.
it's like my son says here, the dogman comes first always, and this is true. This is what I've explained to them. Both my sons, when they were trying to understand what was the difference between a Satanga and the dogman. Now, the dogman is like their protector, just as you have a dog at home.
Mm-hmm.
The dog alerts you. They tell the dog to go surround, and that's what they do. You know how they say there's people say, oh, day watchers. There's a day watcher, Sasquatch, or a
Mm-hmm.
Satanga. Well, it's true, but they don't say it like we natives don't say it like that. We say that the family is allowing them to approach certain areas.
Yeah.
So they protect their family.
Okay.
Let's see, what does my son say now? He says they are protectors of travels just as they are protectors of the Sasquatch clan. So this is true also. Many clans have their dogmen, some don't. And it's usually the aggressive ones that usually don't.
Okay.
I do know that in Louisiana, is it Louisiana?
I was kind of sad from watching your live, but it helped me to learn too, because I didn't realize that Ohio had the most Indians killed along with Virginia.
Yes.
And I said to my son, that makes me sad because, your grandfather was,
A lot of indigenous natives have gotten killed in Virginia and Ohio. I was giving a description yesterday, all these towns is where a lot of our relatives have been killed by a person. I'll say people.
yes.
Because when we question is why
Yeah.
did you do this? But they never give us answers. They say, oh, because, you're slave. Slave? No, we're not slaves. We have
Because
our
it
own.
makes me wonder, why. When I had an indigenous great grandfather that I can't find anything about after,
Yes.
because like you said too, that's what I liked about the live today too, or yesterday, was because you said that a lot of them changed to English names and then there's no record after that. And I think that's what happened with my great grandfather, because he had a daughter, Laura Moon, and that, which is buried back in Pennsylvania where my grandma and all them are. But anything after, we can't find anything out. And
See,
it's sad.
I've helped many um, people from Ohio and Kentucky and all around Ohio state. I have helped many people try to track down. But see, our ledgers are not at prompt because due to the lack of people,
Yeah.
because they have burned our records about indigenous natives. So, and that is wrong. But we can go back as we can, and but they're the one it writes down when this person is born, and it happened in this year. It can be a different year or a different date, and then it's into the ledgers. And when people from the following year try to come and review, then they say that, well, this person it was actually born on this date in this year.
Yeah.
Then after that, when you go 20 years further up, they're asking where are all our recording records that we have put in. And that's when they burned down because there was no electronics. Now
Yeah.
people kept it.
And it's sad because it kind of erases that part of history.
And that's where I came to an end, and I couldn't give no more information when I was helping out some of the other channels, letting them know about their great grandfather or grandmother or aunt, or even say their dad, because they said my dad was Indian and my mom is Caucasian.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, one, people say Indians, and you got to understand, Indian is where the one with the dot. So we've been trying to teach others to say native. And now the term has come where for the new generation, now they say indigenous natives.
Yes.
I always say my relative or a distant relative.
I always say my great grandpa. You know.
Oh, that's fine. So
But,
it is very much hard for others to really look on the ledger and try to see what is there.
I really wish that, like Jack, like I sent him the first photo the first very one I sent you too, to go there. I don't want someone going there that's going to like capture her. You know what I'm saying? But I
Right.
want people to understand there is something there. And I wish that Jack and MT would go there and just see. Because there's 642.5 acres there, and they're right there at the opening of the park. And that there. And like those waterfalls I showed you and stuff.
Yes.
They're there.
It's a lot of tracking. It is a lot of tracking and to investigate. Some channels that do investigations, or some of them are very different, and they have their own way of tracking and doing the investigation. But again, it is, if it's the state park, it's open to anyone that can come in.
Yeah.
Sometimes you would tell the certain channel, please don't go there because I'm afraid of something, and they're going to go no matter who or what says, because they're going to say it's open park and you do what you want. Even there is not a ranger or around, but I guarantee you a ranger is going to be scared even to stay there.
Oh yeah, because they have camping there too on the opposite side. We haven't been to the whole other side to it yet. We've only been to this one side for years.
Yeah.
And that.
But you haven't even gone through that whole site yet.
No, but like I told you, I won't go there in the dark.
Only portions. There's activity during the day. They're just not active as much as it is in the night. Because, like I have to say, we are the day people. They are the night people.
Yeah, I would rather
they do
during the day.
They do have their people, the Satangas or the Dogman, enter during the day to scout, because it's a mandatory for them to make sure they're okay and there is no trolls or a human, just carrying firearms to hurt.
Yeah.
So that's when it gets really little bit of a difficulty.
Yeah, I won't do the nighttime there. I told my son I'll stay in the vehicle up in the parking lot if you just want to go in the dark in there. But I said, my luck, they'll probably come up to the parking lot while I'm in the vehicle watching it.
Well, they know when you drive up. If you've been there once, they always will remember you. If it's a Satanga or a Dogman, they will always remember you.
Because I told my son, oh, that's my luck, Ramona, that's my luck. I go up there and stay in the vehicle because I don't want to go see him in the dark. And my son will go in the dark and I'll be in the vehicle and they'll come.
Well, you never want him to go alone in the dark. You never want to go anywhere by yourself. You should always go with somebody.
Yeah, me and my son always.
I'm just saying because, if there's an it around or a Wendigo, and Ohio is made also, they do have them both. So it's important that you go protected and you go together. But if you bring someone else with you, and you tell them in your mind, I do have a guest.
Mm-hmm.
My son and I, we have a guest, and we're entering Mother Earth. So, and they will feel that from you. They'll read it automatically.
Yeah, like I told you, I play the flute music, the indigenous flute music, because again, that brings in my grandfather because it relaxes me, it calms me when I'm walking, and it clears my head. So then I'm just like la di da di da, walking around in that. And I tell my son, let's just sit here and maybe, things will happen. We'll just sit here and listen to the music and, by the water. And that's how I've gotten the photos.
Even, and I do suggest this all the time. If you feel that it's still unpleasant around you, you can't take your socks and shoes off unless you have sandals and you don't mind them getting wet. Put your feet in the creek water or the river water, because this will also cleanse you with Mother Earth, and it would help you to breathe. River water, creek water is very, very important, especially if you're going out in the field where you're not understanding something, because this is what my great grandmother told me. And she says, you're going to go and you speak with the Satangas. You need to wash your hands in river water and then up around over your ears. Now, I've been suggesting that you put them in a little spray bottle with a little bit of salt rock and spray on you. So that way it's also too helping you that no other entities can try to zap you or make you feel uncomfortable.
Okay. Yeah, I wear a cross all the time. I don't go anywhere because when I got it when I was in the service from a friend, and I wear that cross all the time. I never take it off. And then I have a tattoo of a cross on my shoulder on my back. And I always keep that faith because, like I said, I have that special gift and that. And it's not that I told my son, I want to see one before I die. I said, I'm going to see one of them to know for myself and see, because not only you have said, but the majority of it is human. It looks human. And that, so it is, how can people not understand that we can't be the only ones here? There's so much here than just us.
Yes. They have been here way before humans had been. So.
And I said to my son, we're the aliens. We're the one that came and invaded their home.
Yeah. When you come, you're on Mother Earth where they are. They're the ones that will say that we come upon but don't understand why many enter. We come upon what is naturally Mother Earth, and we eat what is on Mother Earth, and we fish. But now when they get a fish, they don't go and grab many. They grab maybe 2 to 3, and they share it amongst with their clan.
Yeah.
Now, clan means like their family.
Yeah.
So it's
and they don't overcatch. They get just what they need.
They only to survive on what they go. They can go one day without, and then the next day, or it could be 2 to 1 days, depending how their clan is needing. But there is many. There is bark. Bark to them is like jerky. There's different berries, and they also have a medicine, just like I am a medicine for my tribe. They do have a medicine person or satanga for them. Now, many times they do ask for certain plants in case it's not in Mother Earth in their area. They'll have someone bring it because they're saying they trust this person and they want to know, could they bring at least this plant so they can make it grow in Mother Earth's area, and then able to make he or she can able to make the medicine for their clan or for other satangas.
Yeah. Because
So
I believe a lot of the cures and herbs and it is in the forest, and that a lot of the cures.
Yes, I do a lot of the herbs from Mother Earth, and I make them, and then I lip balm Vicks, things for rubbing aches and stuff like that. I still do it. This
But I
lady,
would really, Ramona, not to interrupt you, hon, but I would really, if you ever come to Ohio, I would really love to meet you in person and say hello and thank you in person.
Well, hi. Thank you.
You know.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's heartfelt. Thank you.
Yeah, I really mean that.
My son says, Chulo. Chulo is my daughter. Grandmother was a victim of being taken from the red and made to be in the white home with white name. Her native records were destroyed. Yes, this is true. I too went to go back to look for them, and there was no documents. But the only documents that she will carry with her is what she was told. Many, if I can feel enough for the person, then I'm able to tell you somewhat is around and who and where. That other people will say, "Oh, you're like a psychic or a medium." No, I'm nothing near that. Indigenous gifts that the Creator had gave me, which helped me when I was young, when I started, and I started at 6, and now I'm 62. So things get more and more and more. But as I say, it's never too old to learn more information.
Never too old.
Correct. I do thank you for coming on and sharing your little bit. I do enjoy your pictures, and I do scout on them. So,
and I'm gonna go, hon, and let you enjoy your day.
Thank you. Hi.
And many blessings to you and your family.
Same to you. Much blessings, and enjoy your day and be safe. Remember to smile. Be
always.
Happy. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome, hon. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, everyone. It is joyful to let me. You can turn it off, Robin. There she goes. No, I don't want that. There she goes. All right. Now, that was a little bit of her showing and telling me how she did. So it's good. I do appreciate many of my viewers and coming on into the studio with me and give me a little bit of their knowledge and what their point was, or the pictures. It's very good to learn and to help them understand and what they have captured in their photos. So if anyone wants to pop in and share anything, you're more likely. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. You're welcome to come on. And if you need protection medicine bag, Mimi, my son is speaking. He says, if you need a protection medicine bag, her contact is in the channel description. Thank you, my son. Yes, it is. Emails, is there on my description there. Also, you your shirt. Oh, thank you. I do. I like Snoopy's. I have 2 of these. They're fading away now. The Snoopy's are remind me of me and my little baby sister. Sorry, and I slept good too. I know that sometimes I get drained from what is around from early in the morning. Okay. I do wanted to say, have anybody heard of the Blue Lake? I have relatives over by the Blue Lake, and it's between the Six Rivers First National Forest and Eureka. There at the Blue Lake, they have been saying that they've been noticing the Wendigo. Uh-oh, here comes my son. It's Adam here.
Tanzania.
How are you, son?
Beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Oh, neighbors' dogs are barking.
They probably see you.
Oh, yeah, they see me.
Everyone, this is my son, Dili, aka Josh.
Tanzania.
So, as I was saying, that I have relatives over by the Blue Lake, and they had let us know that there has been a Wendigo in the power lake whites. So yes, they do go around the lakes to catch whatever they can. Yep, they make the rounds. That is right.
And it ain't just one of them. They have families. They have youngsters and all.
That is true. They do have them, and they do keep them higher up, out away from others, because this is an old saying that from our indigenous natives ways that we say, Danse Tracy, welcome. We say that the Wendigos cover their body with skin. Doesn't matter what creature. And they're very large. They smell, yes, very bad. They also they will hunt for many creatures to take their fur, and they also to take away from humans. Now, when they feel that, why is it they feel that the Wendigo comes to the human world? Well, it started way back in the 1600s that a warrior gave his life to the devil so he can give himself to for the tribals to be taken care of, and spoke to the devil, the evil man, and he took him and he became a Wendigo. So as many part of everyone says, oh, this is now how a Wendigo is. Yes, it is. I do know because we had to sacrifice and try to take this one out of one of our relatives. And unsuccessfully, it didn't work because it was already taken too deep in. He has said he did wrong by giving the evil his soul, his spirit. And when we were trying to help him, it was very hard. Tracy Dover says, hello, Ramona. I
Hi,
looked at
Tracy
it.
Dover. What's up, buddy?
I have an old one. I figured to cut out the. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. I did get a friend request, and I did click yes. So I had went through some of my notes, and they do make like an elk and a moose call, and it goes very, very, very long. So it's important that you listen because they can do like a female scream, a baby scream, and people are saying it is the Satanga screaming like that. No, I'm sorry. It is not. It is a Wendigo doing that because it's hunting. They want to try to do whatever prey is around. So it is
Lure you
important.
in and get you scared.
Yes. So if you show your fear in your mind, but your heart is staying calm, it's smelling you and sensing you. So you need to stay calm with your heart as you are in the field, in the forest, the woods, because it's important that you stay together calmly, because it can pick you up 500 yards, 10 miles, 20 miles. And believe me, it's not, they smell as bad as a Sathanga. So it's important that you listen.
Your mind, heart, and soul have to all be in sync with each other.
Correct. It is very important that you do pay attention when you're in the woods, in the forest, for a Wendigo, because their eyes glow yellow, a yellow, greenish, red. Now, people say, well, I don't see that. I see a red. Then it's them. People say, what's a black mask? Now, I'm going to ask, what is a black mask to you?
Black Mass sounds like some Vatican stuff to me.
A black mask can be a Wendigo. So if you are filming in the woods, I pray that you say, Mother Earth, I'm here to visit. I put down tobacco. Thank you for allowing me to visit your area. Even if it's at night, because a Satanga, and you're investigating a Satanga, you can smell and see them if they allow you to. Now, if you have trust in them and they have trust in you. And this has to be a build up trust, because they will allow you to see certain things and say you're filming them, but I might not, I see you clearly and you think the camera is, and it might not. But again, it might allow it. So again, you have to learn to have the trust when you're out in the field investigating the area. Now, when you are searching for a satanga and you come across them in a certain area, they will brush their prints fast, and they will go into the tree or jump up the tree and go up. And that's when you see like little leaves falling down. Yeah, it can be them, but they also know how to keep the tree still. So they do bring the branches over like this to keep it like a covered, like you're crocheting. So that way you can't truly see them if they're not cloaked. Now, if you think a winkalope can cloak, no, it can't, but it can get close to the tree and stand up in the tree on the first thing, because the racks will go into the tree. So they always stay right in the bottom. They can be up to 8 foot to 15 feet tall. It just depends in your area and how strongly they are. I know that many of them have asked, how do they really come?
History. You gotta look in the history of your area. Because if they're there, that means that ground is bloody and that ground is cursed.
It is from the natives of the Chippewa First Nation in that area. And they were murdered and buried because that's how you made a deal with the evil, and he comes on and gives you become a wingalo. And then as you grow more and more, he has your soul, he has your spirit, and he has taken your heart. So when you are trying to understand what can it do to you, I pray that you do not come in contact with them. It is good to be protected.
Especially if you're sour at heart.
It's very, very important, because they say that relatives have told me, my ancestors, the other older elders had spoken to me when I was young and I was learning how to track and how to protect the home. And they say, you need to build the trust of others and learn and have respect. As you get older, you know what they're doing. Satanga will try to protect you over a Wingalo. Now they do fight because of this is the Satanga's home. They have to share with them, but they tell him you cannot take me. Too many has. Cholo.
Mama, I have sage burning. Can you do a birthday prayer for Chula?
Yes, I
I have
can.
the sage going.
Okay.
Hello, Mama. Hello, Mama.
Okay. Please allow me to say this prayer. I'm going to say in my language. I always speak my language to my daughter, so that way she learns and understands. Nenakpoishta yunyakwe sakochulo en tayisto nemekaye. Hakunawe mi tayiste ikuyana ikoni iskayete oekain te koisita ewa ne nishkotulo etapayeda vorte estin akoye ai hai
Hey, hey.
takoye. Thank you. This is my daughter, Jessica. Her native name is Chula, and today is her birthday. So please welcome her and wish her happy birthday. We say happy gifting day.
Mhm.
And
It's aging you, baby. I love you.
we try to keep our traditions, and that so many people say, well, why do indigenous natives do say gifting? Because it's the day of the birth and we're gifting her. So, but American people say birthday. Now, when you say it's their celebrations, we say when they're born, we say happy gifting day, because when they pass, that's when we say congratulations is celebration of going home to the creator. So today is her birthday. I will not say her age, but she's very beautiful,
37.
very high spirit, very high spirit. She's very well known in many.
Your mama rain feathers with her.
Yep.
Every day. Never takes them
Mama
off.
Rain Feather always will be with her.
Well, she takes them off when she goes to bed
Yeah, that's about the only time.
and in the shower.
Yeah.
Of course, we all have to. We know she's around us, and she does protect us. So, well, what are your plans for today?
Go out to dinner with that and this one and the children.
This one.
So, what are you where are you going to have to eat?
Don't know yet.
We've been trying to get it out of her
I know.
for like 3 days now. She can't make her mind up.
I know. There's too many good places.
Well, what is around you?
All kinds of stuff.
I know. There's the Union Grill. There's
Red Lobster.
Solomon's. There's
Steakhouse. There's the that Japanese steakhouse. There's Cracker Barrel, but they don't know how to make grits.
No.
You could drink them with a straw.
Oh my!
Yes, they don't know how to make grits like me.
I was born in the South. Grits got to be made right.
Yes.
Grits are just almost like cream of wheat.
Yes.
But when they make them, they say Cracker Barrel makes the best grits, but you can drink them with a straw.
They do not make the best grits. No.
Well, then it's their cook is not doing it right.
She makes good grits, but she ain't cooking today.
Nope.
And I don't know how to cook with the crap. I can make an MRE.
I would say steak. Steak, baked potato, salad, and fresh vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. We still have leftover barbecue chuck steak.
Rain.
That's what we had. And I had made a potato salad and corn in the cob. So,
That sounds yummy.
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's like, how do you make your corn so sweet? And how come it doesn't get all like it's overcooked and separate? I said, then you overcooked it. That's why.
Yeah, you overcooked it.
First thing I did today when I got up, I called her into the room and I put the indigenous happy birthday song on for her. I wanted her to hear that before she hears any English version.
Yep.
But it turned out Johnny beat me to it.
Oh, yes, he was like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mama. Happy birthday to you.
You can't get more sweeter than a 4-year-old singing it to you.
That's the best gift right there.
Yes, it is.
It's very important to allow your kids to express their feelings and their emotions when it is at that moment. So, yes, it is. Well, I've been on here for an hour, and I might just get off a little bit. I slept good, but I still feel tired. And my husband
I
says,
was
it
up till 5
smells
in the
out here
morning.
again. Well, I
I
think
see
one
the
of my
dog.
clans here, so.
Oh, bingo right there.
Have you ever tried taking him down there, Josh?
Who, bingo?
Yeah.
No, he flips out every time I cross that threshold into the tree line. He flips. And the last time I took a dog down there with me, it was Girly back when she was alive. We got down near the X and she saw Chaka. She just did a 180, turned around and walked right. She left me there.
Yes, she did.
She turned right around and just walked right back to the house.
And all of a sudden, I have a dog up the house. I'm like, where's
Yeah,
Josh?
yeah. I was trailing. I couldn't keep up with her. She left me in the dirt. She's like, nah, they bigger. They look like they're going to eat me. So I'm out. I'm like, girlie, where you going? She didn't even look back.
You
And
see,
he's scared. He's scared of everything. Like,
He's the biggest baby.
he's got more courage than him.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Sparky.
Yes, this big dog is afraid of the dark. He's afraid of his own shadow.
oh
Yeah.
goodness.
And then you got this one in here who likes to break out the screens like they're nothing and go chase deer.
And groundhogs.
They're actually
Oh,
brothers.
her
They're
daughter's
actually brothers.
birthday.
There you go. Show to that screen.
Don't you dare. Don't you do it.
Well, happy birthday to your daughter. Much blessings to her, and may she get
Oh,
many
happy
things.
birthday. Blue, you're not
Um,
jumping through the screen, buddy. We're done fixing it.
you know, it's free to hit that like button. It's free to subscribe, and I haven't said it in a few months because I said I wasn't going to do it again. Here I'm biting my tongue, inviting you. But I'm very grateful for all those who have. I notice I've gotten 5 more subscribers, and I appreciate that.
Yay!
I'm at 377.
Yeah.
For someone that started less than a year. But I'm gonna continue doing this because I enjoy sharing my guidance and the stories. That was
We
one of.
appreciate your guidance.
Thank you. Hi, hi. Mama Rainfeather would have told me, "Nishna oyeshi no kue na kayebo pokayade." So another word that means don't you give up, because I am not like that either. You are my backbone. You go and speak. But I do not cuss, so sorry. She did.
I cuss. I got a sailor mouth.
Oh, yes, she did.
She would use the fire words, we say. Fire words.
I use those words. Get me in the right mood.
I am more calmer than her, and she's been like that since I remember when she was little. Another relative will say, oh, you think you know everything. She'd say, well, come on, let's do something. You want a horse race? Do you want to shoot bear and arrow? Who can do it clear? She was a feisty one. Mama Ringfeather was very well teaching me many things that men can't do.
You've
Sorry, son.
inspired my daughter. She wants to be a jingle dancer like Grandmama Bearclaw.
Mm-hmm.
I've done
You
many.
should see her side. It's so cute. We put the music on and she bounces up and down on her toes and she tries.
It's you
Then she
listen.
says, "My feet hurt, Daddy."
They do. They hurt afterwards because you're hearing the guys beating the drums and they're singing, and some women will be behind their partner or just there to support and sing, and you see the children to adult ladies. They're either doing the swing, which I've done, or the jingle dance where you do your feet different and you walk and do it again and you walk again, do backwards, and then you turn around and do like the sweep. Now the male dances do different. They do the chicken dance, or they do the rain up dance.
I've been watching the chicken dances, and also I've been watching the warrior dances as well. I'm trying to get that footwork down. I mean, hey, when you watch it, first time you look at it, you're like, oh, anybody could do that. That's easy. And then when you actually try it, it's like, oh no. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 on that foot. And it's like switching the feet back and forth with the progressions.
Right. Each foot. And and then you have, see, they have do your own style. And that's usually like towards the end. And then you have they say costumes, but us indigenous don't say costume. Other people, we have to say so they can understand it. Because we say in our language, they don't, what is that? Why is he wearing all these costumes and feathers and carrying a bag and a hatchet? Well, this is important for you to learn. This is our indigenous ways, and we explain. So yes, it is important how to know your culture, and many of different tribals that come, and we come in a big circle, and we're all either dancing. Some are in a contest. It could be many different men and women and children, and we do give out awards, which is we put an envelope with money, and if they come across and throw money where you're dancing, that money is for you. They're blessing you because you're honoring Mother Earth and the Creator, and you're giving much joy to us round to dance. And it's not necessary to give money, but in other words, it's also good for them to put it together so they can understand that dancing is not because of money. Dancing is to create, to help their journey. So it is important. And I tell my children, grandchildren, my youngest granddaughter, which is a great granddaughter, I had made her first dress, but I didn't put no ribbons. I put a sunflower. Yeah. And then I also made her moccasins. Mm-hmm. So it's important to make something for the others to understand that you're welcoming a new baby. I also was thinking, because I do have the native child's dress in the boys' top and bottom pants. I was going to do an option on that, but I'm still, how do you say?
In cahoots with it, or in thought?
No, hard to let go, or how do you say?
I know what you mean.
I have so much attachment to it.
Hard to part with, yes.
It's hard, but one of the relatives asked me, "Why don't you put an auction on it? Allow others to enjoy it. Maybe they can dress a doll." I'm like, that's going to be a tall doll. I mean, that's like for Jeray's, that's her size. Hmm. And it's, you can feel the leather of it, the material, and it went down from one child to the next child to the great child, and I'm like, buttons have come off from the back, and I'm like, okay. So we'll see. I'm thinking about it. Nancy, Bob, and Griff, how are you all?
Griff! Hey, buddy.
I hope Griff is enjoying his protection bag.
Nancy.
My hands smell like sage right now.
Oh, here comes JP.
You know something strange today, Mama?
Huh.
And I know this is a fact because my mother shares the same birthday as my wife. Every single year, as long as I can remember, it has been hot and it has rained on their birthdays because they share the same birthday. This year, the highest percentage of rain we have is 5%, and it is cold. That's weird.
Right now, Mother Earth is shifting.
Oh, you got that right.
Oh, yeah.
She is shifting.
Oh, I know. She's beating our arthritis up.
Um,
That's why I've been eating from the plant. The wild lettuce.
Happy day, Mama. Oh, Tanse, John, thank you. Many blessings.
JP, brother. Hey.
Everyone to understand the Wendigo and the Satangas and the Dogman. You know, the Creator says that we shall combine us all as one. But those who not accept, they are creatures from the evil, they say. Well, if you bring it upon yourself, yes. But you cannot think it that way. You have to, like I've been saying, you have to keep your mind clear, your heart at the same pace, so that way they don't come and rupture you or have you have a sour mouth or get you nauseous. It's important that you understand that, you know, this is their territory and we come upon it. And they'll speak to Mother Earth. Why do you bring? And it's also Mother Earth brings us there too. So, you know, slowly they want us to combine to understand each other. But there are some clans that won't, and they're disturbed about the humans. So many times they have also said
Do you
that.
blame them?
Do I blame them? You know, they live on this earth as we do.
I know, but look at the history that they have
The,
seen of what man does to man and what man does to what they do not understand and what they fear.
Look at my husband, the way he walks. I gotta show you guys. Oh, I gotta take out the, what you call it. Hold on.
She'll huff and she'll puff and she'll blow the pueblo down or
Oh,
whatever
it
the hell.
doesn't show. The sun is there. Oh, okay. Oh, well. I'll bring that back up. Somebody asked me, oh, there's some nice Indian dolls. My native dolls. He has been with me.
We're not in India.
My native dolls, the male one has been with me. Oh gosh, let's see. I'm 62. I was 20 years old.
I don't see you at a quickie mart. Thank you. Come again.
Why is it that they all have 7-Eleven stores?
I don't know. I have no clue. Hey, more power to them. They gotta have something, you know. They have 7-Eleven, and they have good doctors too.
Yes, they do. My husband has one that says, wow, I can't believe your sugar count is below. You're almost cured. What is it? Oh, my wife's my wife has me on this diet and doesn't feed me all this starch and all her remedies that she does. He's like, oh, she's Indian? Yeah, she's Indian. And I looked at him and I said, I'm what? He goes,
One blow. I'm not whistling. Let's go. I click. I don't
there,
whistle.
like, oh, there they go. Oh. I'm like, native, honey, native. Just say native. You don't want to say indigenous. Usually when you hear clicking is what they want to take something. And those are like the its. And they very seldom come out during the day, but if they're hunting, yes. Well, everyone, I do want to say thank you for coming here and wishing my daughter Chulo happy birthday and
Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. I like it. Good song.
I hope you understand it. Yeah,
Believe me.
I always get chills when I sing it.
Oh, the first time I listened to that song, I don't know why, it brought tears in my eyes. I felt the power from it.
I
Like,
always
I did.
when I sing, I usually like to sing louder. And what we do is we hold our vocals right here pressed down so they can come out properly like it should.
Yes.
But me for singing so hard and loud for my clan here, and I was excited. And then singing happy birthday to Chulo, I was crying. I didn't mean to cry. It's just, it's so exciting. Stream shows the power.
Actually, when I go home, I'm going to get on my computer and I'm going to screen record that. And I'm going to save it on a thumb drive for her.
Okay. I want to see the video of Josh doing the warrior dance.
Trying.
If you ever go to his site and he'll dance for the Satangas, and then I'm sure you're going to see that.
I don't record that stuff. That's the stuff I do whenever I'm not live because I don't want copyright hits.
Also, too, it's supposed to be joyful when you're dancing.
Yeah, because when I'm recording, it's hide and seek time. It's not hangout time. It's hide and seek time.
Correct.
It's a game because I tell them before I go live. I've actually accidentally hit live first, and everyone heard me warning them. I accidentally slipped up one time, and I hit live before I warned them, and then everybody heard me telling them, "Hey, I'm getting ready to start my live. It's time to play hide and seek. If the light touches you, everyone sees you." But I make that announcement every time I go to record down there or take pictures. I tell them first, it's hide and seek time.
Yeah, it is very, very important.
It's respect, and it shows that you're not trying to exploit.
Correct.
Because exploitation is rude. How would you feel if somebody came up into your house and popped the camera around the corner and was watching your every move? You wouldn't like that.
No.
Especially being a type of culture who like the Amish. Like if you take a picture of an Amish person, they're giving you the middle finger. They will. They'll flip you off.
The Amish, also, they do know about the Satangas, and they do know that, they don't bother you, we don't bother them.
They roll the night, we roll the day.
Yeah. All right, son. Thank you for coming on here. Thank you, everyone in the community chat. I appreciate you coming here. Many blessings. I hope you enjoy your day with much love, and allow the Creator bring Mother Earth into you and have peace.
Many blessings. Much love.
Many
love,
blessings.
peace, and squash grease.
And everyone enjoy your day. Thank you. Anak ko na siya Chulo, Kaye.
Let me go get her so you can say that to her. Just around the corner. Oh, Rain, almost shut your tail on the door, sweetie. You shouldn't run past like that. Cholo, Mama, get ready to log on. She has something to say to you. You're so beautiful.
Nawas ko kwen kiniyase chulo kuyiptaye. Okay. Love you, my dear.
I love you too.
Give my grandbabies nestayo she nene. Okay.
Absolutely.
Love you. Bye-bye. Goodbye, everybody. Enjoy.